Hello and welcome back to a new video of Adrian's Film Collectibles. For this video I just want to show off this new book I've got, which I'm really excited with, and I've just had this done recently with other collector books that I've done. Also showed those on my other various Facebook collector pages, and this is something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. And it's like a journey through time with my collection and how it's sort of taken off from when it started. So it's nice to put it in a book form. And I've just called it very simply a collector's journey. I wanted to put Laurel and Hardy on there, but it wouldn't fit all the letters on. So I just put a collector's journey, and it's just simple and direct. And then the artwork, I got this here in Ulverston, this artwork, and I used this picture and put this on. This is actually artwork of the Laurel and Hardy statues here in Ulverston, and also the title on the spine as well, which it's all come out really well, and with the grey, and it's almost like a book form or like annual. And I'm just really chuffed with it. But it's just like a journey through time. And then on the first page there, I've put like a little sticker of me with the artwork I had done, and I've put my name in it and dated it. So when I made this book, and on the first page, you've got Laurel and Hardy statues. Great shot there. So that was taken a few years back now. And then on the first two pages are from the Laurel and Hardy Museum, the original museum, back in 1989. So this is when it all started for me. So when I was 10 years old, there's me and my brother there, and my family, and my mum and dad. And this is when it all really took off. Different various pictures from the museum then, and when we met Bilka then that signed the Magic Behind the Movies book. And this book came with us, well, it came with me everywhere. So I used to even take it to school with me or on trips. It was never far from me. It was just one of the best books I had then, and I was just absorbed with studying and trying to learn as much as I could on Laurel and Hardy. And then just here, this is Bill Cubbin signed the inside of the book to us as the Scott family back in 1989. And then just over the page, you've got all the very first little pieces of memorabilia I bought at the museum at the time, which I still have to this day. So I kept everything that came from the museum then, and really that's what started it, and how the passion and the obsession grew with Laurel and Hardy collecting. And then on this side, there's a picture of me back in 1988, 89 with the Stan Laurel mask on there, cartoon mask, and then my best friend there at the time, he's wearing Oliver Hardy mask at a fancy dress party of me as the Joker in the background. So they were good fun times. And then this is in North Carolina, these trips here, which was at the Laurel and Hardy graves. So you've got the Valor Pierce Brothers Memorial Park where Oliver Hardy was buried, and then you've got the Forest Lawn Memorial Park. I think it's Forest Lawn Park where Stan's buried. So great shots there. That's going back to 2011. That's a few years now. Yeah, a few years back. And then you've got the steps in California, the famous music box steps, and also the Oceano apartment when I went to Santa Monica and found Stan's final home. There are great memories there. So it's like a journey through time and the progression and everything that I've done all connected to Laurel and Hardy. And then here we have more at the museum again and outside the Coronation Hall with the statues. And of course we know the connection there was Stan stood on the balcony as well, the Coronation Hall. So there's all these connections to them. And then that's me with my collection there at the Laurel Hardy Museum. Little did I know that back in '89 that I would then somehow, years on, that I would be able to display parts of my own passion and collection here in Ulverston. Absolutely amazing. And then more shots here of my family over time with my collection at the museum here, with my mum and dad and my nephew and my brother. They're just different shots of all parts of my collection here in Ulverston. And then on this side, we've got shots of me wearing Laurel Hardy's hats, which I thought I would never be able to do in a lifetime. But thanks to the guys at the museum, they allowed me to hold and wear Laurel Hardy's hat. So the first two photos at the top is Stan's hat from 1947 tours. And then the next one down is from Swiss Miss, which is 1938, and then Ollie's hat, also from Swiss Miss, 1938. And then here you've got Ollie's jacket from Great Guns, which is 1941. And then up here you've got from Air Raid Warden's hat, or helmet, which was the one of the helmets. Not necessarily theirs. There's no proof to say it was theirs, but it could have been an extras or definitely connected to the film. And then also you've got Sons of the Desert extras, Fez as well. And then my artwork that I had done. And I decided to have a shot done in the end, like myself and Stan Ollie at the Sons of the Desert convention. So that was another nice project. And a lot of work. It's a lot of work to plan and do all that kind of stuff. And then on this side, there's all various different cutouts of me around with my collection. So I have all the different cutouts. I've got Laurel Hardy, Charlie Chaplin, there's Marilyn Monroe there. There's also two different ones there of Freddie Mercury, of my other interests and passions that I have. And then on this side, I decided to do another little project. This is a little while back now, where I bought two cardboard masks, like party masks. That's all they were, simple masks of Laurel Hardy. And then I dressed up as Stan, and then got the Ollie cut out and did various poses with the cutout. And then I changed it and dressed up as Ollie and stood with the Stan and did different poses. And I think it's come out really well, and I think I've got the moves right. It looks pretty good. And then also on that side as well, 2 pages there. And then I just did a few black and white shots with me dressed up. And then on this side, it was a bit more sort of museum stuff. These are both original paintings that belonged to Lois Laurel, Stan's daughter. And they're from the Gainsborough painting, the Blue Boy and the Pinky painting. And then the heads have been replaced with Stan comic and Ollie comic faces, but they were both owned by Lois Laurel, so it's a nice little items there that I have part of the collection. And then these are more original items. That's a lighter that was owned by Stan Laurel, cigarette lighter, and then cigarette case, Chesterfield cigarette case. And we know he smoked Chesterfield and Pall Mall cigarettes, so yeah, he was a pretty heavy smoker. And then just hit down here, I thought, what have I got? Is there anything I've got? It's so hard if you're a big collector like me, is to find things that actually belong to them personally. So I thought about it and thought, well, the only thing I have got that you could say was personally belonged to Ollie's is one of his paychecks from the Hal Roach studio. And that's also this side's the back of the check. So he was paid, and this is actually 1938. He was paid $2,475. That's $2,475. So that was a hell of a lot of money back then. So he was on a very good wage. and being well looked after by Hal Roach. This side is like a cup or goblet that I got that belonged to Stan Laurel. This was to do with his dog lady. Various pictures here with Stan and Ollie with their dogs, and then Stan with his dog lady. And this came from the Los Angeles Kennel Club. It's all stamped on the bottom, 1934. So it's a nice original item there to have. And then various shots on this side of Stan with his family, Lois and baby Lois, and his dog lady as well. So it's all connected. And then on this side, this is more recent, so just various photos I've got that I decided to put in from Chaplin's World Museum and Studio at Chaplin's house, which is absolutely amazing museum and experience all round history of his life. Various cutouts, not cutouts, sorry, waxworks. They're waxworks of Charlie Chaplin and Una, Jackie Coogan, Virginia Shell, Blind Flower Girl, and Eric Campbell. All the stars that were connected to Chaplin, but it was absolutely an amazing experience. And then ones of me stood behind different mannequins where you can take on different Chaplin characters, wear different hats, like from the Pilgrim or Chaplin's Tramp to prison outfit, the police officer. Nice shots there. And then there's the graves of Una and Charlie Chaplin. Not a big cemetery. It's not like some of these big celebrity cemeteries that you come across. It was just very small, very, very quiet place to visit, very pleasant. And then, of course, the Chaplin statue in Switzerland by the lakes. And then this is a coin I got of Charlie Chaplin. It came from the museum with his figure on one side and then the house on the other. And then just various bits and pieces, like gifts, bits of memorabilia that I bought from the Chaplin Museum at the time, from his like figure, and there's a key ring there, a T-shirt, came with a bag. So keep the bag as well because it's all part of the memory, and then the tickets to get in with a leaflet there as well. So it's a bit like when I first came here to Obston to the museum. So when I bought the first few bits there, so it's a bit like this with Chaplin, but it's just the other way around. And then on this side, I decided to put in just a few selection of some of my autograph collection. So I put this one in of Stan. It's actually come out really lovely, which is now one of my favourites, which he signed this to Mr. Carl Kimball. With thanks and best wishes, truly yours, Stan, in 1924. So it's a very early, very rare autograph, that one of Stan. And then on this side, I have a Stan letter, 1961, and then a Chaplin letter from 1952 with the envelope. So nice examples there that I've put in. And then just over the page again, more examples of Chaplin signed photograph there, and that's all handwritten letter. And again, Laura and Hardy signed, and here also on this one on the photos, and then Stan signed postcard. And then just at the end, I wanted to put Abbott Costello in because they're another two comedy favourites of mine. Again, growing up watching Laura and Hardy, Chaplin, and Abbott Costello. So they were like my main three. And then just on the back, I put a photograph of the Another Fine Fest advertising the Laurel and Hardy Museum and the Roxy Cinema, which is on the side of the building here in Ulverston. It's a nice colourful shot. It's just at the back of the book. And then that's it. So it's a nice little project that I've done for myself. So it's all sort of all down memory lane, and just brings back all those memories for me. So it's nice to have it in a book form. So there it is. So thanks for watching this video, and look out for the next one soon. Bye for now.